Hello, this is EMC, and welcome to more Final Fantasy VI Brave New World. Now, last time I said that I would off-screen grind for Rages, for Gao. However, I've changed my mind. This will be a bonus episode in which I will do three things. First, I will discuss how random encounters work in the Veld and how you can get the enemies that you want more reliably, so you can learn your rages faster. Second, I will be actually getting the rages on screen, or at least most of them that I can find. And third, as I get those rages, I will talk about them a bit specifically. And then thirdly, I will just give you guys a very brief recap and just tell you what rages you really should aim for, because a lot of them are not super useful, but some of them can be great, and you don't really need many to make Gao work. So I'll put timestamps, I think, in the description to help with that. And if you are not interested in using Gao at all, you can just not watch this or only watch the last part or something. And if you, on the other hand, already know all this stuff, like how the belt works with random encounters, what the rages do and how to get them, you can skip this video as well. Now let's get started. Gao, first off, he starts with only one rage. I got a few in the other episode, but he starts with the soldier rage, right? This basically has a 1 in 3 chances of casting Remedy, which is a single party decent heal that will also lift all the bad statuses. Not all of them. It will basically also do what the Remedy item does. Sandray, which is found in the Figaro Desert, will have a big chance of using Sandstorm, which is a pretty decent attack. It is, however, earth and wind element, so if something is immune to either of those, you will just do 0 damage. So you kind of need to know where to use it. Then let's see, Exocide is found in the Lead Reaver, and it is your basic lightning element spell. You will use Plasma most of the time, which is a single target lightning attack. Then we got Lion, which can either cast Stop and Slow, I believe, on the enemy, or Doom at a low chance, which is instant death. Albatross will be your most spammed rage at this point, I believe, because it's a fire element, can set sap, hits all targets, and not many things are really gonna resist fire in the near future. So this is what you will use most of the time. Anyway, this is just a brief recap of what we did the other time with a few encounters that we had. So the Veld. Random encounters in the Veld are not as random as you might think. This is true for the original version of the game as well. Basically, if you just walk casually in the Veld, you will notice immediately that fights tend to get harder and harder until eventually they just loop back to your basic enemies like wild rats and leafers and all that. This is because basically each new encounter each new random encounter will take the formation that you will meet from a specific set of formations. So it's not as random as you might think. Basically, if you know what block of formation to look for, you will have a much easier time learning the rages that you're missing. Let's try to show how this works. Let's see. Last time we met with Albatross and Exocides, right? Now this formation block is a guaranteed Stray Cat formation, actually, because in this block you can only meet with Stray Cats, basically. So you will always meet with Stray Cats after meeting with Albatross and Exocides and stuff like that. So this is a very easy rage to obtain. However, chances are you might have missed that, because if you remember, I met with these guys right before, like right outside of the Returners hideout, and if you don't know that these guys show up there, you will most likely miss them. There's a chance of acquiring them very soon actually, so don't worry too much about it. And the good thing about Gao in Brave New World is that you can leap on enemies that you can acquire rages from even outside the Veld. So in the next area that we will visit, basically just find stray cats in the world map, leap on them, and you'll be good. Stray cats, what they do is they just cast a multi-target ice attack that is stronger if there's only one foe, and it does half damage if it's hitting a group of foes. The good thing about this attack specifically is that it inflicts blind at a pretty decent chance. I'm not sure if it's 100%, but it seems to me that it is. So it's pretty much your only way of inflicting blind on enemies, which is kind of useful because a lot of enemies are weak to it, and well, a lot of counterattacks, for example, tend to be physical. So if you can cast blind, yeah, you'll get counterattacks, but they will not hit you. So that's pretty great. It's a good status element and a decent rage. I recommend getting this, especially because it's almost impossible to miss. I'll point out where else you can meet with the stray cats later. So this is an easily acquired formation. You're guaranteed to meet with one, basically. And let's move forward. Now you see, this is another easy formation, because in this block of formations you have tech armors in each possible formation that you can meet. So in this block you will always see a tech armor. Maybe you will see two of them, maybe they will be paired with soldiers or something like that, but you will always see one. And tech armor is a pretty forgettable rage. I think the only advantage of this rage is that you have like auto save, so it's good defensively. Now this is basically the, let's call it the phantom train kind of block. You can meet with these guys, and you can meet with spirits, I believe. Bombs will only do exploder, which basically kill yourself and does damage to the enemy. Oh my god, this is not good. Does damage to the enemy according to how much HP you have. So it's equal to that, and that hurts. Anyway, I'm gonna, oh god, I'm gonna heal up Sabin if possible. Oh god, I think he's dead. He's dead. Oh, ooh, nice. So yeah, this is also a fairly easy formation to see. And let's see. Oh yeah, this is re-raise. However, this conjurer guy will not have much HP on him, so another regular attack ought to do it if we don't miss. Okay, sorry about that. You have to pay attention in the belt, because when you leap on enemies, well, you're just left with two party members. So there's another thing. So let's see. We learn Conjurer, which can cast Re-Raise, which is, you know, or Life 2. I forgot how it's called in this version. I think it's Re-Raise though. And what this does is, as you saw, if you die, you will just get revived automatically, but your turn will be still reset, so it still takes a while for you to get an action back, which is why it's not that complicated to deal when enemies do that, which is pretty rare. It's okay, I just think I've never found a good time to use this rage, really, because it's unreliable. You have a chance of casting Re-Rise, and also you don't know what target in your party you will hit with Re-Rise, because that is also random. So Bomb is completely useless. Gao has low HP. All you would do is 171 damage at the cost of Gao. So I don't think either of these are good. So also bomb comes with sap. So yeah, you just have sap on you. So that's great. Demon, now we need to pay attention to these guys because we saw what they can do. Yeah. That is just great. Cyan, just kill one of those, please. And after that, we will leap. So, demons. Let's see. Demons can cast a pretty powerful single. Oh my god, is Gal gonna die? Of course he's going to die, because why wouldn't he? Yeah, these guys can be a pain. And I don't think there's a point in... Well, yeah, I'll use a dried meat just in case he uses his physical attack. But hopefully he will not go after Gal. Please don't go after Gal. Would you please not go after Gal? Thank you. Anyway, demons are undead. Which means... Oh, I shouldn't have done that, right? Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Which means they are weak to fire and all that good stuff. Plus, their offensive attack is that elf fire that you saw, which is a single target fire attack, which I believe doesn't have any side effect, but it's pretty strong. Then you also have, as a secondary attack, that deja vu thing, which basically inflicts confuse on the enemy, if it works. So, nothing special. Let's see what else we can find. And now, okay, Repo Man. I will reload this. Now, you can. That's where the enemy encounters just loop back to the start, and we saw Repo Man basically. First enemies you see, almost. I want to save time, and I will show you how you can affect the RNG a bit. Well, not in this case. Okay. Well, let's just save here. It's better. But this is a good way if you're playing on emulator to meet with what you want. Just do this, and as you can see, you'll find different enemies. Sorry. Wild rats are decent. Let's just leap on them and auto attack because they're pretty weak. Now, as you can see, what they do is cast poison on you. So their main attack is actually poison. Their rare attack is bio, which is basically a stronger version of poison. So wild rats will be your main form of poison elemental offense. And not only that, but they come with auto haste, which is nice. It means that you don't need like sprint shoes. Let's see, let's cure that poison real quick. Star ring, okay. Let's keep the goggles on. So yeah, wild rats are decent. Now that first enemy formation block, you may call it, you can find a whole bunch of stuff. Wild rats, Repo Man, leafers, and ravens. So it might take you a while to find everything you need. Let's keep going. Now next up should be Figaro Desert enemies, and I will put a save state because I believe I already have seen Sandray and Antlion, and I don't want to waste my time. So there you go. We can manipulate the RNG this way basically and save a lot of time. I want to meet with different kind of enemies. The ones found in the Figaro Cave more specifically, and I am having no luck. Oh my god, I know you guys are here, and I know, as you saw, that the RNG changes. Apparently, it is not in my favor, though. There you go! Crawler and Hornet. Now, I forgot what Crawler does, actually, which probably means that I don't use them. But I believe their main attack is Magnitude. And I don't think there's much we can do here. Yeah, there you go. You can get a good idea of what each enemy does. Also, holy crap, that's way too much damage. Anyway, let's oh god, slow X. Yeah, you can tell already what these guys do, and I think, oh my god, am I gonna get wiped? I think I will get wiped. Let's see if Sabin can save this, basically. I need to, I don't know, I need to hope that this guy doesn't use anything on us. Okay, maybe, just maybe, we will make it. I doubt it though, because Needler, 7, go 7. No! Okay, we made it. Right, it's okay, we don't get experience in the belt, so it's a good way to farm GP as well. Anyway. These two enemies are both, as you can see, pretty great. However, Magnitude is a pure earth element multi-target attack, so that's decent. But I believe they don't have a high chance of casting that, so not a good idea. Anyway, these guys, I think I'll pause after this battle and discuss those two rages, because one of them is, in my opinion, really nice. So let's start talking about it. Hornets, the wasp kind of enemy, they come with auto haste and obviously auto float, so that's great, especially auto haste. Saves your, gives you a lot more turns. Their primary attack is a strong physical attack, very strong, and I will discuss what this means very soon. And their secondary attack is slow X, as you saw. They like to spam it, which is nice, a good way of afflicting, the whole party with slow X. So the good thing about this rage is that it almost never feels useless, because you didn't get your big attack, at least you slowed the whole party down. So that's great. That's a good rage. In my opinion, it's like one of the best rages that you can get right now, so be sure to get that. Magnitude, it's okay, it's decent, just you need to know what's immune to earth, otherwise you might fight affirmation and like 2 out of 3 enemies just take 0 damage. And the annoying part is that, well, Gao cannot really unrage himself and just change attack. It's not that simple. Brawlers have a special attack, which is of which the damage is based on his stamina stats. It's called Rock. The problem with this attack is that it's not accurate and it can miss a lot. It could confuse enemies, and it's based off his stamina, which is interesting because you can raise Gao's stamina in the future quite a lot, so it might be strong. However, the missing makes it bad. Just, not much else to say about it. Now, I was talking about strong physical attacks. Now, each rage, at least not each rage, but most rages have a chance, it might be high or low, either 66% or 33%, to just use a physical attack. In the case of Hornet, for example, the Needler attack that you saw every now and then, that's the attack that Gao will use. And different enemies come with different multipliers. For example, the Hornet has a 3 times multiplier in his attack, while the Albatross has a 2 times multiplier. So Hornet's physical is stronger, and most rages, such as like Antlion, that kind of inflict status elements with their regular attack, will do one of 2 things. It will either be a 1-time multiplier, so it just will use this straight base power, so pretty weak, or it will actually do no damage and just inflict the status. So keep that in mind. Physical rages, what you want is the ones with high multipliers. So Hornet, great rage because high chance of using physicals, auto haste, so it's fast and it spams those physical, and if you don't get them, you get slow X, which is amazing. So good rage. Overall, easy to use. You don't have to worry about any weaknesses or resistances, so that's great. We met with these guys, but it's really easy to kind of meet with them, and I think I want to try let's try the Stray Cat. I think it would be the best idea. just to, you know, show something off. See if something is still alive. Well, yeah, Gao isn't the most powerful, but we got blind on these guys, which makes it easier, I believe. Let's see if it, you know, works now. Ah. Oh, well. 1 for 2, I guess. And Cat Scratch, as you saw, it's pretty decent damage. It's on par with what Sabin and Edgar can do, really. I should have used blitzes. Anyway, oh, good GP as well. So, yeah, Snow, Cat Scratch is decent, but if you want to have a good physical attacker, don't use that because it's only 1 in 3 chances of happening. So, more Stray Cats, and we are already pretty much back to the point of looping to, you know, let's see, what could we... Oh, let's show off Hornet, see what he can do. He's haste... Oh, well, he's already hasted because he has sprint shoes. But, yeah, that was nice damage, wasn't it? 700? I mean, these guys have no physical defense. But, and, oh god, this guy, yeah, I think if he's either left alone or has low HP, he will use Snowball on you. But, yeah, look at that. That's not bad. I would like to remind you that we do have the Rage Belt on him, which basically acts as a power glove, so that helps. So, and this is why I like physicals the most at this point. You don't have to worry about resistances and weaknesses, so it's great. Now, I think at some point I will want to save state again. Let's see if we get what we get. Okay, this should do pretty decent damage. Not bad, not bad. Lightning element, those kind of mechanical enemies are usually weak to lightning or water, which I don't think we have access to yet. So that's good. Now I'm using save states because I don't know when exactly. I don't know. I don't have the whole chart of encounters memorized by heart. But okay, this is good. We got lucky. We got what we wanted. Spirit is interesting. What they will do is put you to sleep, apparently. Let's try to thin their numbers out and use a remedy in the meantime. Their rage basically has 2 attacks. Demi and Quarter. What they do, what you imagine they would do. They either cut the enemy's HP in half, or they cut it to 1/4, basically. So yeah, it's not bad at all. However, you need to pay attention because both Demi and Quarter are Earth element, and oh my god, am I gonna... Yeah, this can, like, these fights, you kinda need to pay attention and actually heal up in between fights, because these are, at this point in time, encounters that you were supposed to deal with, I don't know, Shadow and possibly a Ghost that serves as, like, extra targets for enemy attacks. We don't have that luxury anymore. So, and Gao is busy pretty much leaping on enemies. So, 2-man, some fights can get really dangerous. Demon, whatever, it's fine. I think we got Spirit and Conjurer anyway, so let's go with, you know, taste of their own medicine and use a remedy if... Okay, never mind, that works. And see what Elfire does to these guys. Decent. As you can see, his magic stat is not that hot. You could, you know, you could try boosting it, I guess. Let's see, can he wear like a cotton robe? No, he can't. Nothing to boost his magic here, so the only way for you to boost his magic is by basically using something like White Cape. Oh wait, this is a glitch, right? Yeah, this is what White Cape. Like, you want to use, I don't know, this, and let's see, Magic Cube, maybe. That would, yeah, that would do. Let's see. Now his magic power is somewhat better. So, but you lose on evasion. Later on, you will want to use pretty much all the relic slots to boost Gao's evasion. Like, if something doesn't boost his evasion, you don't want to use it because otherwise he will be dead. very easily. Okay, Raven. Raven is an enemy that we haven't met yet. Also, we didn't meet with Leafer either. This is what they do. They kill you, apparently. Sorry. Well, Leafers do that, which cuts your HP in half and sets sap. So that's pretty annoying, actually. And we might just get one-shot by a Raven now. If... I hope we get him instead of the rabbit, honestly. Please, please, no. So somebody's probably gonna die now to break. Okay, okay, no. Great. These two rages are both kind of wind elemental, and they're not bad. Leafer has high chance of just using that cut everybody's HP in half, which is a nice alternative to Demi because it's multi-target. I think it's not accurate though, so I need to pay attention to that. It can also set sap though, which is great. And if something is, you know, immune to earth but maybe not immune to wind, you could do that. Also, all these percentage attacks do not work on bosses, obviously, otherwise you'd be doing like 9999 on every single boss after a certain point in the game. So there's that. And the other rare attack that they can do is like, I don't know, Gale Cut, Wind Slash, one of those. It's just a multi-target wind attack. Ravens have an interesting attack. It's Break. The good thing about Break is that it ignores defense, and it has decent power, especially because we don't really have access to anything like it right now. So it's a good single target option if you're going magic on Gao, and I could try it. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know if these guys are actually immune to wind. They most likely are because so many things are immune to wind in this game. Let's just defend with both of you and see what Gao can do. Also, mind you, it's a 60% chance of, you know, oh god, okay, good. 60% chance of using Break, but RNG is RNG, and this is why Gao is not reliable. Sometimes, you know, in Brave New World especially, there are times when you really want one attack or one heal or whatever. You really need that turn to count, and then Gao just comes and ruins it for you. So that's why I don't like him much. I don't think that he's weak. I think that he's good, and if you average, you know, the RNG, he's more good than he is bad. However, I'd rather take consistency over good but not all the time. So safe state here because you only miss one enemy from the next formation. I believe it's the Aigu from Figaro Cave. Oh no, never mind. We should have met up with them. Okay, sorry. Well, we missed one enemy from here as well. I would like to show you if possible. I'm sure we met up with them. Pretty sure that we met up with them. Maybe? I think I had to redo some part of the game because I lost my save. So maybe I didn't meet with them. But if you remember, yeah, it might be the case. I'll give it one more try and then give up. Okay, it might be that, yeah, I had to redo Mount Colts at some point actually. So yeah, there's that. Maybe I don't know. If I have it, I will get the other rage that I'm missing off screen anyway. It's Vaporite. It floats. It has auto regen, but besides that, it's not that great because you have much better attacks than the one Vaporite uses. It's using Blaze, which is a fire attack that can cast sap, but it is weaker than Fireball, even for multi-target. You're not guaranteed that it will be a multi-target attack. You're not guaranteed that it will inflict sap. So the only advantage of using Vaporite is just for the auto regen and for the chance of using Slow X when you don't get Blaze. So, but I don't think it's a good idea to have Vaporite. So it's fine if we missed him. Let's see, let's keep going. I think we're almost done actually with the rages that we can get. So... Oh yeah, sorry. I think I... let's see. Let's try Wild Rat if we can. Probably not. Poison should kill this guy easily. Also, we got all that magic boost. Yeah. This is poison, not bio, so that's decent damage. But in all honesty, do you remember what Edgar could do with Bio Blaster? Like, way earlier in the game? So, it's not impressive. He can do it, but he's not like, oh my god, the best. Let's see. Let's try. I don't know if these guys are immune to wind. They probably are. But I want to try Raven anyway. And let's get rid of these. Because I don't like it. Let's see. Break. Should ignore defense, so... Decent. It's not a weakness. It's just 600 magic damage. Defense ignoring. However, you do have to boost Gauss magic to see those numbers. Otherwise, you won't see them. And what this also means is without the Rage Belt, he will not have decent physical attacks. So yeah, not great, as you just saw. That's not, I don't think he has any multiplier to it. So yeah. Anyway, I think we pretty much got everything that was interesting. And you saw how encounters kind of cycle, and how if you had a chart of some sort, you could kind of manipulate them. Now, this is pretty much identical to the vanilla version. Not only that, but what did I want to say? Even if you don't have a chart, but you know what you're looking for example, you know you want to get rages from, I don't know, the first part of the game, you know, you just need to know that the first encounters in the belt will be, you know, exactly that. You will always meet with Leafers and Wild Rats and Repo Man and all that crap. And then it will be Figaro Castle and Figaro Cave, and then it will be well, if you were playing the vanilla version of the game, it will be like the overworld next to Figaro, South Figaro, sorry, and then Mount Colds, and then the area before the Returners. So it's very it's, for the most part, with some exceptions, it's all in order, like it's the same order with which you found those enemies for the first time. This is also why I was spending a lot of time telling, you know, I want to meet up with this formation, I want to meet up with that formation, and so on and so forth. And I think that's what happens if you just don't do that. There are chances, the chances that you will miss stuff like Vaporites. It actually already happened to me in one run of this game, and I thought, like, I usually meet with those enemies all the time, and when I recorded for the video, I met with them like 3 times, I think, and I didn't go look for them at all. So yeah, it can still happen. However, honestly, if you miss a rage or two, it does not matter. So now we will move to basically the final part of this episode, in which we just look at Gauss rages, what we got so far, and tell you which ones are good, basically. So let's see. Albatross is great. High chance of casting Fireball, AoE fire damage, decent damage, can also inflict sap, and it's also stronger against single targets. So multi-purpose, very good, very good. And Lion casts slow and stop very often, and rarely Doom, which works on almost anything at this point in the game, anything that's not undead. So great. Bomb, you suicide, not good. Brawler, not good. Conjurer, not good. Let's see. Crawler can cast Magnitude, AoE, Earth damage, can be good. Demon, single target, high fire damage, and it can also confuse sometimes, but single target, high fire damage. If you're fighting a boss that's weak to fire, use this over Albatross, unless you want to inflict sap. Exocide is your lightning element attacker. It's single target. I believe it's like the same as Demon's Elfire in power. It's called Plasma, and It just does what it does. Electric type damage. Let's see. Hornet. Hornet is like the best go-to rage in my opinion, together with Albatross at this point in the game. Auto haste, high chance of very strong physical attack, and slow X as a rare attack. Really good. Leafer, it does that annoying wind blade thing that halves everybody's HP in half, plus inflicts zap. It can miss though, I think. And rare attack is Wind Slasher, another AoE wind attack. It's decent, but I don't like stuff that halves enemies' HP in half. Really, I don't use this too much. Not at this point in the game where everything's HP is really low. So there's that. Raven, good single target magic damage that ignores defense. It is, however, wind element, so you need to pay attention to that. It can also inflict sleep, as you might remember from, that episode where we got caught by 3 ravens that just put us to sleep over and over and over. So that's a plus. I would get this. Sandray, it's like magnitude, except it's also wind element, which means more chances to get, more chances for you to hit an immunity and do 0 damage. So I don't like this too much. Soldier can cast Remedy rarely. It's not reliable at all. I don't like him. Spirit, I don't like him. It does Demi and Quarter. Stray Cat is okay because it's your only way of dealing ice damage right now with this party, and so it has its uses. Most notable thing is that you can inflict blind with his main attack, which is Snowball. And blind status is a rare status at this point in the game. There's pretty much no other way of inflicting it, unless maybe you overlevel Cyan. Maybe? Yeah, but that would take a long time, so don't do that. So yeah, this is good. This is a good rage. You should get it. It's very easy to get, and if you missed the Stray Cat encounter earlier, you will get it very soon, so no problem with that. Tech Armor is useless. I think it's good defensively because it has save. End of story. Not great. Wild Rat comes with haste, so it's pretty fast, and it will use poison and bio. It's good against humans, but I think that the poison attack, that is the most common one, it's not that strong. So even if it's good, it's still not enough of a reason to bring him against a certain boss fight that it might or might not involve a human. That's really annoying, and that's, in my opinion, the point in Brave New World where you really start thinking, oh yeah, this ROM is not fucking around. Anyway, there's a few raids that I missed, and if I will find them off screen and talk about them in the same way that I talked about them right now. So very briefly, just tell you what they do and if they're good. And I will do that off screen because I don't want to waste any more of your time. And next time we will continue on with the story. We'll visit the city that has been like taunting us for a whole episode and a half while we're just wasting time on the belt. So see you guys then.